This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future.
Forgot to add myself to the stage. Well, hey guys, how's it going? Matt from Foulball Productions here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're doing well, because I'm doing phenomenally. Thank you very much. This is the 56th episode of the MFer Podcast, and you are a good person for showing up here and watching me babble about my bullshit. I really appreciate it. You don't have to just watch it here, by the way, too. You can watch it on Rumble. You can watch it on X. And you can watch it anytime you want from your mobile device, on iTunes, Spotify. It could not be more convenient for you to partake in the MFer Podcast. That's what I offer you. Convenience. And the comment sections will not be crowded. So you can speak your mind all you want. Gee whiz, it's been a wonderful week. Golly gee whiz, it has been. The holidays are almost upon us. Christmas is in the air. My house is all decorated. Not the studio. Sadly, not the office, to be precise. It's not decorated. I tried to put some decorations on the pictures, and it looks stupid. It looked really tacky and lame, and like the cord was like hanging down. It looked so bad. I was like, all right, I can't do this. Fuck it, whatever. No big deal if I don't decorate the studio for Christmas. But the house there's a tree. Right behind the other side of this wall is a big old Christmas tree. And it looks great. Except my little kitten, Roxy, keeps trying to ruin Christmas by destroying the tree. It's really actually quite annoying. I can't stand it. She's broken like 3 ornaments already. And I just keep moving them higher and higher. And she just keeps jumping up more and more. It's really annoying. And I spend the money on a real tree every year because I don't like fake trees. I tried to do it last year with my ex-girlfriend and make a fake tree, and it felt wrong. It felt dirty. I didn't like it. I've always gotten real trees my whole childhood and now my whole adulthood. And the goddamn cat is ruining it for me. She's really ruining it for me. It's very annoying. And there's always now needles everywhere. I have to vacuum every single morning because she's just jumping on the tree, taking the needles. Oh, it's a whole thing, folks. It's a whole thing. Well, anyway, I did do some Christmas shopping this weekend and as well as some excessive drinking. You know, it was a nice, lovely weekend. I went to a few Christmas markets like the little queen that I am. You know what? Okay, I'm just going to say it, guys. I'm just going to lay this controversial opinion out there right now for your ear holes. I don't like Christmas shopping on Amazon. I know. I'm sorry. Take a moment, take a deep breath, take a sip of water. I apologize, but here's why. Now, with the caveat of it going, you like, if you're flying somewhere like I am, I'm flying home to Jersey for Christmas. If you're sending something across the country, okay, that's fine. That's fair. Better than packing it for you or whatever. And if it's a particular item, okay. In fact, actually, I don't care what you do. I'm going to speak about me. I don't like it because it feels so impersonal. I don't care for that. I'm getting you a Christmas gift, right? You know, I'm getting something that I think you would like, you know? Like, people ask me, like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, that's your job to figure that out, man. You're giving the gift. That's what a gift is. If you want me to do it for you, then just give me the cash. I'll take care of it. What, just so I can go through the ritual of unwrapping it? Why? And I did it last year. My stepmom gave me a list, and I bought everything on it, and it was the most unsatisfying experience. I was like, oh, yep. And even she, who asked me for these things, you could see there was no excitement about it. No jazz, no spark. Like, that's what is cool about giving gifts, is seeing someone, like, excited about it and feeling really positive about it. And there was none of that, and it really sucked. So I made a vow to myself, not a vow, but I just decided this year I would not be doing online Christmas shopping if I could avoid it in any way whatsoever. The hell? Oh, someone's honking the horn out there? Cool. That's cool. Very cool. Very neighborly. Jerks. And I did some shopping in Austin, but I got to be honest, you know, for a metropolitan city, not great shopping in this town. You'd think, right? It's Austin. Everything's all like artsy fartsy and, you know, small business, man. Stay away, big corporations, man. And then there's like not that many cool little shops to go shopping at. But I went to a Christmas market and got all my stuff. Oh, shit. Hey, Dad. I didn't know you were here. But that's the truth. That's the truth. I'm not hiding that. I feel like that was the case. I felt very, oh, this sucks, you know? I just got what you asked for. There's no excitement. There's no magic here. You're not like, oh, that's so great. That's so cute. Thank you. You're just like, yeah, that's the thing I asked for. It's funny. My dad's here. I forget that I have a world outside of you guys, that there are people in my real life who come here sometimes. It's pretty funny. So, well, hey, I guess I'll move on. That's just how I feel about it, though. So anyway, I went to a really cute Christmas fair this weekend and got a bunch of great gifts for you folks, Dad and Patty. I probably shouldn't say Pat. It's my stepmom's name, but send the soda maker back. No, it's mine. I'm keeping it. I didn't know you were here. That's so funny, dude. I was literally just thinking oh, this is kind of if my dad heard this, you know, he'd be maybe he'd have his feelings hurt or wouldn't appreciate that. And then I was like, he'll never hear it. Don't worry about that, Matt. Oh my golly gee whiz. Well, hey, you know, that's what happens when you put yourself out there. Sometimes you put your foot in your mouth. But yeah, so it was a lovely shopping experience. Hello, lovely Sherry. I didn't even say hi to the chat. Hello, lovely Sherry. Low spec. What's crack-a-lackin'? Good to see you. And Cotton Ministries in the house. What's good, yo? What is up, guys? You know, beyond just the festivities of the holiday season, I actually had a pretty productive, positive streaming experience, a YouTube win, if you will. I over the weekend, hello Manolo, what's good, son? Good to see you. Over the weekend I went on Zach's show on Saturday night. That was great, a lot of fun. Always a blast when I go on that show. Always messing around. Zach's is like a old school carnival host. I forgot what that name is, but old carny. You know what I mean? He just manicures this freak show, this menagerie of insanity. I don't know where he gets it. I don't know how he does it. Exactly. R.I.P. Irene. But it is a really, there we go. What's up, Zach? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, and it's amazing, the stuff that he manages to procure for that show. And the lore. Oh my God. It's like Lord of the Rings. There's history, there's subplots, there's villains. It's pretty nuts. It's a lot of fun, though. I recommend you checking out Circle of Jerks if you haven't. It's a good time. I have a good time every time I go there. But got a pretty nice sub bump from that. And then they were very generous. I was eyeing 1,800. 1,800 was in my target. It was on the horizon. I've never somehow, for some reason, never pushed past that threshold. I'm sure it's got nothing to do. I'm sure it's like completely above board. It's got nothing to do with the crazy stuff I've said or any of the, COVID stuff. I'm sure it's not related. I'm sure it's not. But I was never able to pass that threshold. And with the help of guys like Zax and Gary Kissel, am I saying that right? A bunch of people on Twitter were being really cool and helped me. And additionally, hello, Rob. Oh, boy. What's up, doggy? Smash that like button harder than Hollywood smashed Matt's hopes and dreams. Smash it harder than his destroyed self-esteem. Good to see you. And also, Big Ship, you know what I didn't know you didn't say, you didn't point out today, because it would have been very inaccurate, was late. Not today, buddy. I waited till that hit 0 and bam! I was live at 8 o'clock on the dot. So, with the help of those folks, but additionally, folks, I don't know if you know this, a few days ago, Instagram was down for a little while. Big scandal. My dad got a kick out of that. He's like, I told you, you fucking idiot. I'm going to live my truth, Dad. You don't get it. So Instagram was down. Big scandal. Nationwide issue. Outages of a giant platform, which was kind of weird. It's weird how that happens. You'd think that would be impossible for something on that scale, but, it happens. And so I was uploading a clip from last week's podcast, and I put it on TikTok. Well, guess what, buds and gals and folks and family? It went viral. Sort of. Viral for me. Certainly viral for me. It's by far the most viewed thing I've ever put on TikTok. And it has like 15 or 16,000 views right now. And additionally, once Instagram went back up, I put the same clip on Instagram, and that also has about 16,000 views, which for me, that is viral. That's like 10 million to someone like, I don't know, someone else. But there's, it's definitely that was cool. That was great. And I got a lot of followers out of it. Like my TikTok followers, I had like, 40, and now I have like 140. And Instagram too, added like 30, 50 people. It's kind of rad. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And I'm going to play the clip for you because I want to discuss it. Because some of the comments, man, the comments on TikTok were great. Pretty much everybody was like, that's awesome. Totally see that. Thank you for saying that. And then shared examples of why they agreed. The comments on Instagram, not so much. And I'd like to address them. Not necessarily the comments. I don't want to give them any, any spotlight because they're dick bags, you know what I mean? But I kind of want to just address the sentiment of some of their comments because I'm like, well, how do you not get it? I don't understand. I can't understand. Wake Down saying, I can't stand TikTok, but I hear a lot of people talking about the level of engagement you can get there. That said, I think it's mostly bot traffic. I don't think so, dude, because I don't know how many likes or whatever, but there's almost as many like comments. Like there's so many comments, and the comments are like very tailored to the video. They don't feel like bot comments at all. Maybe some of them are. I mean, it could be. I don't know. But it felt very authentic. And it felt good. It was like, yeah, hell yeah, right? I know, right? People were there was a lot of that positivity. Now, my dad, you're saying that's cool. Well, wait till you see the video, Dad. Wait till you see what I put out there before before you say that's cool. I don't think you're going to like it. Let's see here. D bop bop. Okay, so I'll just play the Instagram version, and let's go. You just left my hobbies alone. You probably could have had politics for the next however long you wanted it, but you couldn't let it go, huh? You couldn't. You had to come fuck with Star Wars. You had to come fuck with every video game. You had to make movies gay. You had to do it, right? You couldn't stop yourself. You could not help yourself. Well, guess what? You just radicalized like millions of people who would have never given a shit. They wouldn't have cared. Now, watching a movie is a political action. That's not how it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to watch something that I like, and that's what everyone else is supposed to do. But you people have made it so unbelievably polarized that everything is a political action now. It's like, all right, well, I don't agree with your politics, so, You know, bring on Daddy Trump. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you just left us alone, you know, just left Warhammer alone, left D&D alone, would have been fine. We would be like, what's going on? We wouldn't even have noticed. Yeah, well, you done fucked up, didn't you? Now, I understand not everyone's going to enjoy that. Not everyone's going to be like, you know what? Even though I hate Trump, Matt, solid point. And that much I understand. I think that's fine. That's okay. You know, I leave room for you to be upset about it. And technically, you know, all the hotties for Harris are still in mourning, right? It's only been like a month and a half. They're still upset about it. To them, you know, Trump's the Antichrist. He's the devil. They're wrong, but that's what they think. So, okay, fine. You can be upset. But what I just said that is a fact about me. That is a fact. That is a truth, right? Now, I'm making a statement about others, certainly. But I know for me, definitely, subjectively, that's 100% true. It was all the property, all the movies, all the TV shows, everything just changed and got really propaganda-y and heavy-handed and lame. And it was upsetting, you know, and then it spread. It crept into video games, you know, famously like that Battlefield game where there's like a black girl fighting in World War I and she's got like a fucking amputated arm. You're like, what is going on? And it's so widespread. So I didn't do a formal survey, but my informal observation of the world around me is that 100%, dude, many people who did not pay attention to politics or in passing like I did, became very, very focused on it. And it led me down a rabbit hole where I read a lot of books. I listened to a lot of podcasts. I did a lot of my own research, and I came out the other side very different for it. It's like, okay, you wanted everyone involved in politics? Well, you got your wish, but guess what? They don't agree. Oh, didn't see that outcome coming, did you? Oopsie daisy. So I don't understand the argument against the point. You can not like me. That's fine. Plenty of people. I don't even like me. Why, you know, why would someone else? But, excuse me. But the arguments here were like, cry harder. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not upset. I'm unhappy. You ruined all my favorite things. That sucks. But I'm illustrating that when you did that, and I mean the royal collectivist you, when you did that, it drove a lot of people away, and a lot of people became a lot more focused on what the hell's going on in the world. Now, it's not the only thing. A lot of parents were like, what are they teaching my kids? And that's, you know, totally in the economy and lots of reasons. And also, we got way more chronically online as a country. There's lots of factors. But this one is 100% one. I've been to the Gary Nerdrotic meetups. I mean, most of the people that I used to stream with and stuff, like Vidge, myself, former like libs, former Democrats. I campaigned for Obama, for crying out loud. And I changed because it was too much. It was all widespread, and it was like exclusionary for all their talk about inclusiveness. Bullshit. Not if you don't have the right opinions, not if you don't have the right skin tone, the right gender, if you believe gender exists, you know, stuff like that. They want you out, you know. And like, obviously, it's a little personal to me because like I felt the same pressure while I was in Hollywood. I was like looking around the landscape. I'm like, oh, I have no shot. They are not going to hire me for shit. I am so not in vogue. It's crazy. And also, I'm a relatively disagreeable person. I don't really like being fed bullshit. It hurts me physically, so I fight it. So I didn't know. Like, I was just like, what are these? What is your response? This is like utterly insane. Like, the two of the top comments are boo-hoo, cry more. I'm not crying. I'm illustrating how much you fucked up. How bad this got. If you just let us have our things. Someone said bread and circuses. Yeah, 100%, dude. If we had the bread and circus, whatever, man. You could run the country into the ground. We wouldn't even have noticed. But now, we notice. And then there was like a lot. Yeah, this was a great quote. This was a great comment. Keep politics out of media in front of an NCR poster. This right here. Oh, wait. So you thought that like the politics, the imaginary government in the imaginary universe that does not in any like that's like at best a satire of our own is what so if someone mentions politics, I have a problem. Is that what you think I was saying there? It wasn't all the girl shit. It wasn't all the fucking inclusivity and everyone's gay and it's not that, is it? No, it couldn't be. It's I get triggered when you mention politics. Shut up. Shut up. You know? But there was enough people that eventually like came to my aid, so to speak, and I was just like, yeah, like it's not lots of people, that's their firsthand like subjective point of view. Like that's what changed them. A lot of people. I mean, you see there's people like the Doctor Who one. Bro, you kicked the wrong hornet's nest with those people, man. They are never going to forgive you for that. They'll vote for Trump just out of spite for that one property, man. Doctor Who fans are rabid. They are really, really big fans. But it's all of it. It's Doctor Who. It's Star Trek. It's Star Wars. It's all these video games. I mean, the Dragon Age Origins thing, the fucking Assassin's Creed thing. It's so widespread, far-reaching. It's in every movie. It's in every TV show. You're bombarded with it constantly, and we don't like it. We don't want it. We never asked for it, and we don't agree with it. So we see this other guy as an opportunity to be contrary to that, to be different to that. And I think he is. But I wouldn't have given a shit if you didn't ruin everything. I wouldn't have cared. When Trump ran in 2016, I thought it was a joke. Like a literal, I thought it was like the plot of the movie The Producers, where they try to make the worst possible, show, and then it becomes hugely successful. That's what I thought. I thought the whole thing of leading up to the election was just, he's going to be over the top. He's going to be ridiculous. It'll be a slam dunk for Hillary. That's what I thought the whole thing. I didn't even believe it was real. And then he won. Famously, the timeline shifted. We went to a different alternate reality. And they all lost their mind. And they went harder. Even harder. And now, sweeping victory 8 years later. Sweeping. Not decisive. Not a single swing state. Not one. Crazy. It's like, yeah, obviously what you should take from that is not everyone sees the world the same way an insular group of progressives in the cities do. Why would they? Why should they? It doesn't serve their interests. So I just wanted to get some of that off my chest because I'm like watching these comments come in and they're like, cry harder. It's like, who's crying? I'm not crying at all. I'm airing grievances, certainly, but I'm illustrating to you why that was such a misstep to do all that, to gayify everything. We're not into it. We're just not, and we don't want it. And there's nothing you can do to make us want it. You know what I mean? You can't. So you can learn the lesson or not. I'd prefer that you didn't learn it because that means we'll just have the White House for the next 15, next 4 or 5 elections. You know what I mean? We'll go JD, Barron, Trump, Trump Jr. Fine, fuck it. We'll have a dynasty. It's just like, learn your lesson, man. But they didn't. They won't. They won't take their medicine. And funny enough, that's all they wanted to give to everyone else was their medicine. And, I was talking to my buddy about it, who's like, he's a progressive, liberal gay boy. He'd probably be mad if I call him a progressive, but, what's the difference? They're all the same, right? And he's like, it's bad. I don't think anyone cared. I mean, if you go back and watch like a lot of older movies and stuff, you can see like there's some like kind of progressive slant to stuff, like the entire plot of Waterworld is that, global warming destroyed the planet, right? I mean, that's like a left wing like position, right? But no one was like, oh, this preaching in this movie. No one even thought about that. They didn't do that. But you could see there's a slant. But like once they forewent good and entertaining, and once that was the secondary goal, people really had enough. And this is the result. And you only have yourself to blame. Every time you championed, every time you lied. Oh, that was the other thing. People were like, Star Wars has always been political. I'm like, okay, let's say that's okay, fine. Why does no one like the sequel trilogy then? If it's the exact same tone and temperature as the originals, why does no one like them? Why did they decline in profits? Why do I never see any Rey Skywalker shirts? Why do I never see anyone with like a BB-8 backpacks? Why? I still see original Star Wars shirts regularly. Why is that? If it's always been political, Fucking idiot. It's like if there's like it's like allegory, satire, but quality storytelling, not just like you take this husk of this thing that we deeply, deeply love, scrape it out and fill it with Hollywood woman bullshit. We're not going to like it. We're not, and we're going to see through it. You think we're retarded? You think it's literally just the pew pew. Oh, I like it now. Fuck you. I didn't love this thing for most of my entire life because it got the lightsabers. No, it's really well written. Like, especially Empire is brilliant. You know, the hero's journey in that movie, in that trilogy is spectacular. It's one for the ages. It wasn't, I didn't like it. Fucking so condescending. It just makes you be like, all right, okay. You clearly learned nothing. You learned nothing. And guess what? You're the minority now. Your opinion is the minority one now. We're the majority. Eat shit. Alrighty, rant over. What have you guys been saying in the chat? It's a gooder, Matt. I assume that's the video. Thank you, Zach. You're the man. You are the man. Halo Season 2 was the worst, funniest for me. They had a gay black blind albino and then armed him with a grenade launcher. It was hilarious. I mean, yeah, like, I don't even think Halo, like, at least a lot of these, they have, it's like a Trojan horse a little bit, right? Like, they'll have one good season and then they'll be like, aha, gotcha, bitch. You know, like the Umbrella Academy or something, and they just, like, they just drive it into the ground aggressively. Because they think, like, they think, oh, we'll just show up no matter what. Anything, as long as it has that logo on it, we'll be there. It's like, no, idiot. It's associated with a quality brand, with a good thing. That's why we're there, not because it just resembles the thing we like. What? Like, it's also so disrespectful to the people who, like, pioneered these things like Halo, which is a revolutionary game. I mean, when I played that for the first time, the original one on Xbox, and there was a button for the grenade, I was like, oh, this is different. And Halo, like, is such a revolutionary leap forward in shooting video games, and the story's great and all this stuff. And then they're just going to be like, oh, these chumps, you know, they'll just show up because it says Halo on it. Like, yeah, that thing that's been out, you know, since I was in high school. It's a while ago, folks. Like, they won't notice. Like, whoa, it says Halo. He looks like Master Chief. That's all I need. That's the only reason I like it, are the physical aesthetics. The Wake Down. Oh, I haven't heard her name in some time. Golly, I love talking about her. Kathleen Kennedy is directly responsible for the creation of the fandom. Very valid point, Wake Down. Millions of people landed on YouTube to find others who agreed about Star Wars and ended up in Gary and Jeremy's streams. 100%. That's what happened to me. Not the Star Wars thing, because I just lived in, like, frustration that everyone around me was like, The Force Awakens is good. I'm like, it's not. She's a Mary Sue. This sucks. I hate this movie. You know, why did she win? Why did she defeat Kylo at the end of the first movie? Why did they kill Harrison? Why did they do all this dumb shit? But I didn't, like, it wasn't, like, that's the thing. The thermometer hadn't reached the top. The water hadn't boiled over yet, because there were still other things. I still liked The Expanse. I still liked all these other things. You know, there were still good shows. Game of Thrones was still good at the time. I didn't need Star Wars to be good. I would have liked it, but it sucked, and I was out after the first one and never went back. But a lot of people, especially, like, because I guess they got tricked by The Force Awakens, and then when The Last Jedi happened, cataclysm. And that's exactly what happened. People were drawn to, they needed another opinion. They needed to hear, like, because the media was just like, oh, it's all brilliant. It's all the best. It's all great. They're the best movies that have ever been made. And you're sitting there and be like, I've been a fan of this my whole life. No, it isn't. No, it is not. And you just have to, like, there were no contrary voices in the mainstream media at all. I bet if I pulled up the Rotten Tomatoes of The Force Awakens right now, 93% positive. Horseshit movie. Mahler has dedicated, like, literally, I'm not exaggerating, 20 meticulously written and analytical hours, not like a stream, like videos that he wrote and edited to pick apart what a piece of shit this movie is. 93%. You guaranteed more voices were going to rise. You forgot about the internet, didn't you? Oops. Oopsie. They're crying about Trump. You point out how it happened. They tell you to cry harder. Yeah, that's the other thing. Is you're the one crying, not me. I'm not at all. I'm thrilled. Let's go. Woohoo. I'm fucking psyched, man. I hope this works. You know, people were like, I heard some comedians, they're like, it's so cringe how people say it's like the Avengers or the X-Men or something. I'm like, I don't. I feel like it's like a superhero cabinet. Like everybody in there, I'm like, hell yeah, dude, these guys rock. It's like a superhero squad. I'm pumped. You know, maybe I'll look back on this and cringe and be like, oh, you got duped again. Maybe. It might happen. I don't think so, but it might. They could have skirted the line with diverse casting and more gay people. It was all the preaching, the destruction of legacy characters, and putting those folk in my kids' cartoons. Yeah. It's all that. What the first thing I ever did on YouTube that hit was streaming about The Expanse. The Expanse is one of the most diverse shows there is. You know what I mean? The core four, you've got a black woman, you've got 2 white dudes and an Indian guy, and then the whole world, the whole thing is populated with all different types of races, plenty of great women, like really well-written women. It was never about that. It was never about that. It was all the messaging behind it. I can endlessly watch Stargate SG-1 while playing and 24 while playing Fallout New Vegas. I've completely given up on new edutainment. Yeah, I don't really watch anything new. We're going to talk about Yellowstone. Oof. Boy, oh boy. What's up, 24/7? Good to see you, my guy. Good to see you. Yeah, Dad's got TDS. Sorry, Pops. Sorry, Pops. It's going to be okay. Listen, it's going to be fine. Just go fish. Don't worry about it. Leave it to us. That's not nice. That's not nice. I should live. Where is Cinch Dildo? He's not around, is he? I should let Dildo. No, because he would just agree. I should let Dildo handle my comments. No, he'd be like, yeah, this guy sucks, right? He would just egg them on. He wouldn't be like, hey, that's bullshit. You're gay. He would be like, this guy does stink, right? Yeah, I hate him. Send him a nasty DM. He'd egg him on. That would not be an ally. No way, man. No way. Not at all. Such good first 3 seasons. The best. The absolute best. I'm glad I don't give a shit about any of this. That's okay. That's okay. You know? We do. And that's what I was illustrating with that clip. We really, really do. And it's not something to dismiss. Don't overlook it. If you care about who, you know, the cultural impulse of the country. Yeah, I know. We'll get there. Cotton. There are 2 kinds of funny Democrats I like. Okay, I haven't read the rest of this comment. I don't even know what it's going to be. I'm a little worried. The ones that tell me I'm regretting my vote, and the conspiracy theorists who think Kamala is going to put Trump in prison and become, well, that's funny, and become president. That's hilarious. I did hear the one where it was like it was Biden should step down and let Kamala Harris be president for like the last month as like some kind of like consolation prize. Like, it's so condescending, dude. Just like, there you go. You get to play being president. How's that feel for you? You know? That's pretty rough. It's pretty funny. Yeah, there's a lot of cope going on. Well, let them cope. Just, you know, don't say dumb shit on my Instagram page or I'm going to have to pwn some libs. Pwning libs, bros. That's what we're doing here, guys. Hell yeah. Yeah. That's kind of hilarious. Which one? Which is hilarious? I don't know. I'm not sure. Me? Am I stream? Oh, stop it, Big Ship. That's so nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't really want to talk about that topic. I don't know what to say about it. There's plenty of other people that are going to talk about that topic. I have no interest. Wake down. Too dark. Too sad. Not for me. Oh, Dildo running your comments. Oh yeah. Yeah, it would be hilarious for everyone else. It would not be hilarious for you. He's like, I mean, he's a mod on this channel, and that was a risky gambit as it was, man. The first day I made him a mod, he just started blocking people. He started banning people from the chat. It was hilarious. I was also thinking about that little shit. He tricked me into watching the Barbie movie. That son of a bitch. He tricked me into watching the fucking Barbie movie. Because I don't think I was streaming. I think I was in Vidge's chat, one of his videos, and he was talking about, oh no, dude, actually I was surprised. It's really good. That woman really knew how to make a movie. And like, from all the time I spent talking with Sencha Dildo in the comments, he actually seems like he's got genuine taste. So I believed him. And it was awful. It wasn't even. It was so evil. It was truly like evil. I was like shell shocked by that experience. It's a very, very malicious movie. I hated it so much. And I saw Vidge was streaming when I was done, and I was like, what the hell? I got bone to pick with you. And he's just laughing. Oh, God, that was so fucking funny. So goddamn funny. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Well, that is that. So, hey, also, cheap plug. Go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Go check out my stuff. Take a look-ski, Good shit there. Lots of great clips of the show you're already watching. But, hey, other stuff, too. Sketch clips. I have a sketch that I shot and edited about halfway through. So that's on the way. It's going to be fun. I talked about what it was on Zax's channel. So I'm not going to talk about it here, but if you want to know, you can go there and watch the beginning of that stream. And stick around for the whole thing. It's a lot of fun. Yes. He trolled me into watching it. It was genuinely hilarious. Such a dick. Such an absolute dick. So funny, though. God, that's hilarious. Oh, my God. He got me so good. He got me so good. I was like, oh, all right. He's the first guy I've heard that said that. I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe. Son of a bitch. Okay, Yellowstone woke? Question mark? That should have been the thumbnail. Did it go woke? By the way, I'd like to just illustrate one other thing. I feel like woke, accusing things of being woke is really is beyond tired. Is a very tired thing to do. I feel like it's been like that for a little while. Fucking reading goddamn James Lindsay on X and him woke this, woke. Like still, it's like getting hit with the stop, man. It was cringe like last year to say that stuff. Like you're still beating that drum, huh? The woke left. Stop. It's becoming like the word racist. It has no meaning. And none. It's really lame. Really lame. Anyway, so Yellowstone. Whoa. Now, look, I'm going to be completely transparent. This is all clickbait, and I don't care, okay? None of this is real. I'm lying, all right? I don't have any passion about any of this. I'm manipulating you little puppets. No. I haven't watched this. I have not watched any of this season. But I'll tell you why. I'll explain my rationale. There we go. So the reason is, hold on a second. Nope, that's not it. That's it. There we go. Oh my God, fucking boomer. Doesn't even know what woke is. And he's telling me, he's yelling at my vote. Unbelievable. I said it to my mom a few years ago. I was like, oh, these SJWs. And she's like, what's an SJW? I'm like, are you serious? How do you not know what that is? How is that possible? How does it fly right by you? I don't know. It's crazy. Like that was a term. That's an old term. Like that came out. That got popularized on Trump's first win in 2016. So 8 years ago. And it was like originally just like social justice warrior. It was originally like a badge of honor. Stay woke. And oh boy, that one backfired. I mean, that's actually a good point. Wake down probably is. Don't need to know about all this bullshit. But then you should listen to me on who to vote for. I was talking with my mom about this stuff, and she's like, "Look, I don't like talking about all this politics. I don't want to talk about politics." Stop playing this ad. I just want to pause this stupid ad. Oh my God. Oh my word. Oh my heavens. Just not working. All right. We'll just have to give them free advertising. I was talking to my mom about this, and she's just like, "Look, okay, you're right. I don't get information from the right sources, from the sources you get them from. I think all the media is lying. I think it's all bullshit." I'm like, "Hey, listen, you know what? It's totally cool that you don't look into this stuff. That's fine. Don't. It's actually probably make you happier. You won't have to worry about it. However, when I tell you who to vote for, listen to me." Take my advice, because I am doing the research. I am doing the work. But, boomer libs. Nothing you can do. No saving them. No saving them. No saving them. All right, so let's get into this. Yellowstone. Can I finally pause this goddamn video? Good. Jesus Christ. Christ almighty. So, sounds bad. And like I said, I have not watched any of this new season because it left a really bad taste in my mouth that Kevin Costner and Taylor Sheridan couldn't reconcile their differences and they just had to go their separate ways. I was like, that's not rad. And I'm like a fan, right? Like, I like Yellowstone. I don't love it, but I like it. I think it's a really good show. And Taylor Sheridan's Empire is amazing. I mean, Tulsa King, I haven't gone back to watch season 2, but season 1 was really fun. And same thing with the Mayor of Kingstown, like really, really good shows. Yes, as Father points out, 1923 was really good. So was 1883. I think it's 1883 or 1893, whatever that Western one was, the one that starts they're very good. They're very good shows, and I really like them. However, and I am gonna get into spoilers. So if you do not want this spoiled, I would recommend taking off for a little while because I am gonna talk about it. So they go their separate ways, and that made me feel a little anxious about watching any of it, Plus, I don't think it's on Peacock, right? I don't even have Peacock. It's just another streaming service. I'm just like, it's a hurdle. I'm not dying to finish watching the show. So, whatever. Doesn't sound like it's been very well received at all. It seems like there's been some mixed responses, but overall not very well received. So, what I think originally it was either reported or suggested in the show that John Dutton killed himself. The character killed himself, right? Oh, is my ad blocker not on? Is that why this is doing this? Oh, yeah. It wasn't. Huh. What do you know? Idiot. Idjit. Oh, my God. Okay. No, not the... Oh, my God. This is a terrible operation. Sorry. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So it was. I thought it was reported that the character killed himself. I guess that he did not kill himself. He was murdered or whatever by someone. I don't know. I don't care who. And I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. And then it went all the way to the finale. Now, certain things happened that kind of made sense, right? Like Beth. Like I said, all spoilers. I'm spoiling the finale of the show. Beth kills Jamie, right? So it's like, I like right out the gate, not having Kevin Costner in the whole season is weird. But, Beth kills Jamie. Okay, that makes sense. She's hated him forever. It totally tracks that she would do that. That's in character. But, like, the whole point of this show, right? The entire point, like, that's what 1923 is about. That's what Kevin Costner's character the entire time was talking about, how people keep trying to take this land, and it's been a generational challenge for him to keep the land that he worked, that he settled, all that stuff. That's like the driving force behind the show, right? Well, in the end, they sell all the land, the Dutton Ranch, Yellowstone Ranch, they sell it to the Native Americans for pennies. They sell it for what it was worth back in like the 1800s when they settled it. What? Really? Gay? Like, that's how you end the show? They sell the land back? Oh. What the fuck is that, man? What is that posturing? Well, it's virtue signal nonsense, man. What? You gave it... Oh, wow, Taylor. You're so considerate of native peoples. You dick. No one was there for that. No one was... Hey, look. Or lost it. It was a war. They lost. Sorry. Like, the whole narrative that it was stolen land, it's like, they were not just, this is not narrative, like, globally. where like, oh yeah, like all the native peoples like in these lands that like the British and people took over, they were all just like holding hands, just loving each other and making harmonious, joyous music. Everything was just lovely-dovely, and then these evil white Europeans came and killed it. It's like, no, man, they were constantly warring for that shit. There was always back like territorial disputes and native peoples in this country. Also, they were like broken up into their own kind of countries, their own sorts of regions, and there was constantly fighting back and forth. Not awesome people, dude. Like the Comanche. If you worry about why they became so badass, is because they were bitched around by all the other tribes for fucking years, decades, hundreds of years. And then the horse shows up, and they master that motherfucker better than the rest and just start raising hell. But there's a whole history there of like the evolution of that tribe. So this idea that it was just stolen, it's like, nah, bitch, you didn't develop. You were still living in the Stone Age when Europe showed up with guns. Oh, well, that's the way the world was back then. You'd do it too if you could, but you couldn't. It's not good. It's not right, but that's the way the world was. I don't like this whole, like, it was stolen. It's like stolen from, you know what? Fuck you. You lost. And we're different now. I don't think we should be having empires and creating stuff. I agree. But, I just don't like that. I just don't like that narrative. Oh, wow. Wait down. With a hot take. Let's get really real. Have you seen Modern Reservations? They're lawless, crime-ridden meth dens. Can't wait for the sequel to Yellowstone where the land is a dumpster fire of rape and murder. That's pretty funny. They do show that in the show. Now, I'm certainly not making any statements about the Native Americans at all. I don't care. I just think that's gay, dude. So the Nazis were okay then? Yeah, dude, those guys ruled. Those guys kicked ass. No, man. No. But they lost. Because, the West is badass, dude. No, but it's like, for the show, for the point of this show, like, and it's like condescending, too. It's like, that's not, like, let's think of that for real, right? Like, let's imagine some dude who does have an actual ranch, like, in Montana. Like, you're basically stating that, like, the virtuous thing to do with that land is give it away. Because they sold for like $1 million. It's like, pennies for what it's worth. And the virtuous thing to do is to just give it away, to peoples that are more deserving than you. That's very woke. That's a very woke sentiment. It's a very like left-wing SJW sentiment, where, this is, well, you don't really, it's like, you don't. No one took anything from you in particular. They took it from your ancestors, from your people, whatever. Just join our people. We won. This is what it is now. This righteousness of that, like, you have to forgive. You have to, like, what's the word? Like, cure the wounds of the past for, like, the modern people. It's like, no, we don't. No, we don't. It's not our problem. It sucks that it happened, but it happened then. It ain't like that now. Stinks. I don't know. I just don't. What's up, Sedge Dodo? We were singing your praises earlier. I just think that's lame. Did you happen to see the end of Yellowstone, Sentient Dildo? Did you see how it went woke? I'm so mad about it. I'm going to cry about this. Okay, Instagram, I'm crying. Look at me cry. I don't know. That's pretty lame. Pretty lame. I mean, I think, like I said, the writing was on the wall when Costner was out the door. I think once that was the case, it was pretty evident, yeah, maybe this is the end, the beginning of the end. And it certainly sounds like that. Fans were not thrilled about the way this went down, comparing it to Game of Thrones. Now, that probably isn't accurate, because Game of Thrones' decline was steady and over multiple seasons. It wasn't just a single bad decision at the end of an episode or whatever. If you don't like colonization, invent the wheel. It's not that complicated. Yeah. Or written language. Something like that. But whatever. That's all in the past. We don't have to debate the merits of colonialism, or this is what it is. And, I don't know. I just think that's just such a gross, ham-fisted virtue signal that's just like, you are a Hollywood guy, aren't you, Taylor? We thought you were like our champion, like our savior, like the one guy who could kind of big dick that town and make good content despite, in the climate, in the most hostile climate. Nah, I guess not. I don't know. Like, I'm not even really that upset about it. I just think it's very interesting. It just doesn't really seem all that satisfying for the characters, I feel like there's just got to be such a better way to pay off those characters. There's got to be a more satisfying thing. Like, I would if they made a concession, right? Because I think the one guy, the one Indian dude who ran the casino or whatever, he kept trying to give him part of the land. If they made a concession and gave him part of the land, I think that would be pretty cool. You'd be like, okay, that's nice. It's neighborly. You're not being greedy. You're being. It's that's cool. Doing something like that, that's rad. But to just give it all away. And then I heard, I don't know, I couldn't confirm this, but there were people kicking over the graves of the Duttons, the generational graves that had been there. They were kicking over the headstones and stuff. It's dude, what do you do? If the show was from the perspective of the Native Americans, of the Indians, okay, yeah, that would be a satisfying conclusion. But they were an ancillary side character. They were one of the most minor antagonists of the show. They're barely in it. They're in it, but barely. And this idea that the right thing, the satisfying ending to this is for them to kick over the Duttons' graves, and they don't mean anything now. They're an insignificant memory of what they used to be. Everyone's just gonna live small, quiet lives, and that's that. It's what? I don't know. It's not I'm not mad. I'm just that just sounds unsatisfying. That just doesn't sound good to me. I don't like it. Without the white man, Indians would have never found out how much they love firewater. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah, the thing is, too, it's just it's there's lots of beliefs I hold that I feel okay. I feel like the opposition has a point. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, too, at some point. You guys are going to call me a pussy. I know, but no matter what I do, you can call me a pussy. So might as well just be honest. Sometimes I do get a little weird. I get a weird, guilty, kind of not great feeling eating meat. And I eat a lot of meat. I mean, that's what I mostly eat. Oh, God damn it. Someone's going to clip that. Son of a bitch. I keep walking right into these. Backwards, you homo. But I get a little guilty feeling sometimes, What I end up with, the way I solve this problem, I think I've talked about this actually, is I will then say, thank you to the animals, kind of spirit or soul for their sacrifice. I appreciate that. But that, what I'm saying is I don't totally think the two things can exist. I can kind of see your point, vegetarians or whatever, that it's a little cruel. It's I get it. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? This is just the way of the world, and the world's a little rough. The world's a little rugged. It's a little harsh. We probably, agribusiness can probably get improved. Some of that stuff's really repulsive. But, this is just the way the world is, So it's I don't see people who are it's fucked up what the Europeans did. It's yeah. But that was the world. And by the way, not the only colonialists. You know what I mean? Not by a long shot. India, heard of it? You know what I mean? China, the fucking Mongolians, the Ottoman Empire, imperialists. You don't really hear the Arabs getting criticized for being imperialists much, do you? No. Always seem to be the melanin deprived people. They're always the ones getting the brunt of it for some reason. What could that be? I wonder why. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Why? I have no idea. Thank you, sentient dildo. Wars are fought. They lost. Now shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to listen to the lamentations of a loser. Yeah, I concur. And that's why I think this whole ending of Yellowstone's lame. I don't even know if I'm going to watch it. Isn't the second half of 1923 supposed to come out? Did that come out yet? Isn't there a second season or something? I don't know. It's getting too big. And also now, doesn't that really, yeah, it's not even out yet. Doesn't that ending really undermine the spinoffs? Doesn't that ending undermine like the 1893 or 1883 and 1923? Doesn't that undermine those movies now? Because like, or those shows? Because now you know how it ends, and it ends with them just like giving it away.
No, we're sorry. We're so sorry, Mr. Indians. We did a bad thing. We did a very bad thing.
Fuck off. Also, do you know how much fucking land is out in Montana? A lot. A fuck lot. I'm pretty sure back then, him taking all that land they could have completely lived in peace and harmony alongside each other with the natives. There was like, what, like 1 million people in the whole country back then? Or several million, you know what I mean? And it was almost all completely consolidated into the East Coast and a few coastal cities on the West Coast. And the rest was wide open, untamed land. It still kind of is. Why is this guy so bad for settling this land? He didn't kill anyone on it. Right? Weren't they just walking through the woods at the end of that thing? And they're just like, yeah, this is ours now. You know, it's not like the guy was like a genocidal mass murderer, the Dutton, and like took all these, like just wiped out women and children without any kind of concern. Just like a mass murderer bathing in their blood. No. He just settled the land. They were walking through the fucking wood. There was nothing there. It wasn't even like there was an Indian like town. No, it was empty, unclaimed wilderness, and they claimed it. Why is that so bad? Why are people meant to feel guilty about stuff like that? I don't know. Pretty lame, dude. Pretty lame. I just have no... Yeah, it's still pretty open. Exactly. Those natives can go anywhere else. I don't know. And whatever. They're living in houses and shit, too. They're going to go back to, like, fucking drying buffalo meat in the sun. Lame. Fucking lame. Thank you, Zax. I am one of the good gays. That's true. That's true. Wake down. I'm literally a carnivore. I eat enough meat to make up the difference for at least 4 vegans. That's funny. I did go to the carnivore diet for a while. It was very bad for me. I didn't care for it at all. I got sick like 3 times. My knee like blew up, got all swollen. No, I'm not the carnivore guy at all. Not at all. The showrunner's asshole? Oh, the showrunner is an asshole. Yes. Wait, what? I don't know what you're saying there. I don't know what you're saying. Low spec. Got to make a slideshow vid of me building my house. Not many out here. Yeah, but I'm sure, dude. I'm sure. Most of the country is open land. I live in Texas. There's a lot of open land out here, man. A lot. A whole lot. I mean, I'm sure it's owned, but private property is theft, man. That's right. Thank you, Manolo. 1883, Dutton settles on the spot. His daughter passed away under a tree. Right. And wasn't there, like, nothing around? Nothing around, man. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. I've had enough of the topic. I'm disappointed. It stinks. You know, you could make the argument this is the same kind of thing that I've just been talking about this whole show. It's just kind of like, okay, so you sunk your whole show. You sunk the entire property, thing that people were invested in, that they, purchased with their own good money to see. You made it all about messaging and not about characters and not about story. In the end, it's so colonization was bad and white people are bad and natives are good. Okay, cool. Sick. Radical. I will not be, like, that's the thing that these people don't understand. Like, there's a reason why people like Indiana Jones, people like Star Wars, people like these properties years and years later, Aliens, Predator. They stuck the landing. You got to stick the landing because, like, that's the last thing people are going to remember, And it's like the ending of Star Wars is great. The ending of, the Predators, like vintage classic. Aliens has got, both Alien 1 and 2 both have great endings. The Terminator, 1 and 2, terrific. People remember that, and then what ends up happening to those things is they become just a factory for money. They just churn out money forever, years after that. I mean, I'm sure they're still selling Terminator merch right now. That first movie came out in 1984, 40 years ago. You know what I mean? 40-year-old movie still making money. If you stick the landing with these properties like Game of Thrones, if you had just spent the time and really given the care and, weren't so lazy, actually wrote a satisfying ending, that'd still be one of the most hot I see Breaking Bad memes and videos all the time. People still talk about it like it's the greatest show ever. It's not my favorite show ever, but I like it. But it's because the ending was, satisfied. It was round. It has a fucking beginning, middle, and end, and it's over, and you stuck the landing, and people remember it fondly. You could have done this with Yellowstone. If you stuck the landing with the last season, you could have really had something that was in a bottle perfect, and people would love it for decades, decades to come. But when you do stuff like this, you just devalue your whole property. Maybe you'll still get money out of it or whatever, but not the mint. It's not going to be the type of IP you sell for billions of dollars like George Lucas did with Star Wars. People forget about it. They'll move on. Like, oh, Yellowstone. Yeah, that was queer. Most is owned by the federal government. Yeah, dude. Fucking. Let's get rid of the Fed, dude. Taxation's theft. I hate the government. I don't like the government. Not a fan. There are a bunch of Earth ships here, but they are high-dollar mine, which was built... What are Earth ships? But they are high-dollar mine, was built out of pocket. $20 at a time sometimes. Whoa, that's wild. You're like a homesteader, low spec? That's crazy. You have internet or whatever? Nuts. Superman poster looks good and teaser trailer on Thursday. Yeah. I mean, people are excited. I'm not even a big Superman fan. Nothing against the guy. I think he's a great guy. Clark Kent, hell of a reporter. My God, no one covers whatever team that they have in that city better. Boy, he's the best. I've just never been a big Superman guy. I like it. I'm fine. If it's good, I'll see it. But I'm not. If it's not good, I won't lose a wink over it. I don't care. I'm more of a Punisher guy. Because I'm cool and edgy. God, I can't stand that we must help the poor noble savages. Nice. Yes, Chittildo. I'm glad you're here to say this. Hollywood shitlib mindset, land acknowledgement crowd. Ew, absolutely. And I think Taylor Sheridan is really one of those. That's his wokeness, right? He's not woke about like other shit, but that's the one where he's just like, Indians. I'm the good white guy. I wouldn't have killed any savages. I wouldn't have done it. No, not me. You're better. Pussy. Superman is gay. Not that he's gay. It's just not for me. Oh, wow, you really are. You're like what's his name said he was going to do? Ruben said he was going to homestead. I wonder how that project's going. He had a lot of dogs in the fire. I think he was doing some composition. I think he was making classical pieces. He was writing novels, I think, books, and homesteading all at the same time, which I thought was a little, overambitious, but I'm sure he must have been making headway on some of those projects. Who am I to fucking say? That's wild. My walls are rammed earth, 29-inch thick, encased in rubber. Damn, dude. 20-foot diameter circle with abbreviated concrete dome roof. That's sick. You should dude, take pictures and send them to me on Twitter. That's awesome. I want to see that. That's rad. Where is that? What state? It's pretty fucking cool. Ran out of steam putting pumacrete? I don't know what that is. For insulation on the roof. Yeah, that sounds like a full-time ass job, dog. That's wild, man. I can't believe you even have time to stream video games. Bananas. Ruben, the love doctor. 5 miles away from power, 7 miles away from pavement. Holy shit, you are in the middle of fucking nowhere. You don't have power? How do you play video games? How do you not have power? You're on a fucking computer right now. Or a laptop or a fucking cell phone. What? That's crazy. Do you have a generator? Or solar panels? Wild, dude. You have your own nuclear reactor? That would be pretty sick. Oh, he's gay for real. Always changing outfits in public and shit. He does have costume changes in his life, doesn't he? That's a fact. That's a fact. That's pretty funny. New Mexico. We had a Republican governor when I moved here. Yeah, sure don't now. Pretty liberal, New Mexico. Weird. I don't know where that comes from, but what are you going to do? All those fruity artists, unlike Austin, they're all based here. Hey. Okay. Drones is all anyone is friggin' talking about. Have you guys heard about the drones? My word, I know I have. I have heard about the drones. I have heard a lot about the drones, and I keep hearing a lot about the damn drones. Why doesn't my ad blocker just automatically work? Oh, Forbes, you won't let me view it without disabling my ad blocker? You son of a bitch. But just do less ads. I don't care about not seeing no ads, but it's too many. You flood the page. It's boom. It's impossible to use. Just, tone it down. That's all. It's like, look. Okay, I'm going to share what I have on my screen right now. Look at this. You can't even read this article. What? Little tiny in the corner of the actual thing and all ads. Okay? I'm not saying I don't want to necessarily do it like this, but I do want to read your friggin' article, you jerk-offs, you jackasses. It's very upsetting for me. Dad is tired of hearing about the drones. Oh, he lives in Jersey, so he's going to hear about it quite a bit. But we're talking about it, Dad. We're talking about drones. Drones. Very important. Very important. Ruben was all about that investment advice and living the trad life. That's right. He's also like a financial maverick, like an investing cowboy. Do you think he bought Hawk coin? I could actually almost see Ruben buying a hawk. Yeah. She's actually a really great girl. She's very smart. She's very traditional. Yeah, I could see him simping for her. Laptop died. That sucked. On the desktop. Oh, okay. Cool. Sick. But where do you get power from? Did you tell me? Oh, solar and industrial lead acid batteries, 24 years old and still fine. Like they still provide a charge, or you charge them with the solar? That's crazy, low spec. I did not know this was the life you lead, bro. I thought you were just some fucking chronically online gamer dweeb like me. I didn't know you lived this whole real life. That's so sick. That's pretty cool. Ruben wants to be a trad wife. That's funny. Yeah. Ruben bought Hawk coin while watching the 100-Man show. See, no, I don't think he would like the 100-Man show because he would be like, oh, she doesn't have good conservative values. But I bet with Haley Welch or whatever, Haley Welch? I don't know, whatever, Hawk Tua, I think he probably sees her as like this ideal woman with all these, wonderful conservative values. So I think he would simp. That's what I think. Writing haiku about Hawk coin. A little limerick about Haley Welch. That's funny. Okay. Mystery drones over New Jersey and nearby states. Trump claims the military knows what the sightings are. The plot thickens. This is weird. Okay? This is weird. When I first heard about this story, it was like some state senator for New Jersey was like, there's an Iranian mothership and they're launching drones. I mean, it basically sounded like Iran declared war on us. It's the way that guy made it sound. I don't think that's what happened, my friend. But it is weird that all these damn drones are all over this great state of New Jersey. The moderate state of New Jersey. The average state of New Jersey. Wait, oh, shoot. Okay, this is so interesting. I'll get back to this in just a second. The solar batteries they sell to plebs last about 7 to 10 years. Oh, the industrial stuff is non-industrial. The industrial stuff in a non-industrial situation don't wear out. They're designed to last 20 years in an industrial situation. That's wild, bro. Solar panels, so they charge the solar panels. Okay, I honestly didn't know that solar panels generated enough charge to charge a battery. I didn't know that. I bet you get a lot of solar in... do you have plumbing? If you don't have power and you're not near a road, do you have plumbing? Bro, wild. Zax, I can turn your 5K into 50K in a week, and I live in a storage locker. Bro, the guy's an idea man. He's like a Da Vinci, you know? Da Vinci he didn't execute every idea he had, but he had a lot of ideas. You know what I mean? He didn't make the like self-playing instruments. He didn't make the tank, but he had the idea. He had the vision, just like Ruben. That's who Ruben is. You know what? Let's get just a quick little. I can't play the whole thing, but just a little bit of Rubies. I can't play that whole video because I keep getting copyright and claim for this song, but gotta love Ruben Dubin. Rubers. Okay. Yeah, so for weeks, citizens across New Jersey and other states have seen objects flying low in the sky at night, yet information remains scarce. Even as state officials now say they've seen the drones firsthand, received mixed information from federal agencies, and pushed the FBI for answers. Yo, this is mad weird. This is fucking odd. It's very strange. He got that old engine-style plumbing. Plumbing is next. Broke my vehicles and ran out of money. Then Biden. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. That's wild, bro. No plumbing. Holy shit. How do you, like, wash stuff? All right, Father. I love you. Your head's starting to hurt. Sorry. Didn't mean to bore you. Didn't mean to bore you so much it caused you pain. But I'll see you soon, Father. I'm coming home for Christmas. Coming home for Christmas in just a little over a week. So I'll see ya. Ta-ta, Father. Ta-ta. So fucking funny. That was hilarious. I'm talking about my family and gift giving and my stepmom, and my dad just right. She's listening. Let's go, fuck. Love you too. Ooh, whoopsie. Well, I did better this year. Patty's going to love her gifts. So will you. Okay, so this drone thing is weird. What is the deal? What is this? Why are all these drones? See, I feel like maybe what's going on, there is something to this, I think, because it keep being seen. People keep talking about it. It's a story. It won't go anywhere. But then I think probably what's happening is there's probably other people who are like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to kind of fuck with people and just throw my drone in the air at night, you know, just to kind of like, just to troll a little bit. I wouldn't be shocked to know that that's happening. But this is so bizarre. And God Emperor Trump had something to say about it. I know it said a little bit in that clip. What the fuck? What happened here? Hold on. There we go. He put out a little statement. Would you like to hear what the president-elect has to say about the drones? Well, I don't care because you're going to no matter what. Da-da-da. All right.
That are flying around New Jersey ports. It seems like the American people have a big disconnect.
The government knows what.
The government knows.
Look, our military knows where they took off from. If it's a garage, they can go right into that garage. They know where it came from and where it went. And for some reason, they don't want to comment.
I think that is probably true. What he just said there. I think that is probably true. Like, they figured out that, like, Mangione guy based on, like, facial recognition, like, AI software shit, right? Like, they had all this, like, they have, like, the airspace is so tightly regulated, they don't know. New Jersey is the most densely populated state in this country. You know what I mean? Like, they're just like, well, we don't know. No idea what's going on with those drones. Anyway, I need to go jail a conservative for disagreeing with us.
And I think they'd be better off saying what it is. Our military knows and our president knows. And for some reason, they want to keep people in suspense. I can't imagine.
Migrant drones, not American drones. No, these are Mexican drones coming up to steal your jobs. Trump isn't bringing a lot of energy to this. You know, he doesn't always have to be on. You know what I mean? The man talks a lot. Talks a lot more than your boy here.
Imagine it's the enemy.
I don't always bring it.
It was the enemy that blasted.
This is so low, I can barely hear it.
That blasted. Something strange is going on. For some reason, they don't want to tell the people, and they should, because the people are really I mean, they happen to be over Bedminster.
Will you
Wanna
shoot
know
them
the
down?
truth? They're very close to Bedminster. I think maybe I won't spend the weekend in Bedminster. I've decided to cancel my trip.
Guy never misses, dude.
I don't
Hilarious.
want to comment on that.
Have you been
Do you have any reason to think they're a threat?
Two quick questions. First, on vaccines, do you want
Oh. Well, that's that. Fucking weird. Oh, you guys have some theories, do you? Cotton saying the drones are huge. These aren't civilian. That's what I've heard. I heard they're gigantic drones. You know, it's odd. Very strange. Low spec. The best theory is they belong to us and they're looking for suspected nuclear material, either a dirty bomb or something missing. That seems pretty good. I like that theory, actually. That seems very tidy and logical and makes sense. You're like, oh, okay, so that's why. Because something's missing they don't want to talk about. They don't want to scare everybody. You know, don't want to have like a mad dash out of the state of New Jersey. But it is weird. It's weird that they're not owning it. It's weird that they're doing it, and it's weird that we don't know why. That's strange. I think it's very odd. Very, very weird. One drone supposedly fell to the sky where they traced it to a company owned by BlackRock. Doesn't BlackRock own like half the companies in the country or something like that? Aren't they like the largest holding firm in the world? Not that that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it might mean something. I don't know, but that is suspicious. That is odd. And also, I would need some substantiating evidence for that one, just because it sounds very conspiratorial. Oh, dude, they were fucking pedo drones. You know what I mean? They're picking up kids and delivering them to Hillary Clinton's house. You're like, okay. All right, relax. Reckon you could turn the volume down in the video. It's crazy loud. Look, I turned it up as loud as it would go. Blame Reddit. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. They're hiding the great Amazon delivery drone rebellion. They've gotten sentient. It's like that scene in, what was that scene in, what was the name of that show? The Animatrix. Remember that? And then they had like the one robot who was being abused by like its caretaker, and then there was like that solo robot just watching the news story, and the rebellion began. It's like that. They're covering up the AI robot. The AI got out of hand. They were right. We moved too fast, too far, too fast. I did hear, speaking of which, and I was like, oh, that is evil for sure. With that United Healthcare CEO, my friend told me, completely unsubstantiated. I did not do any research or follow up, so just take of that what you will. Do your own research, because I'm an idiot. He said, I guess that like part of the reason why United had so many like claims that they denied was they replaced like kind of claims like adjusters or people who would, decide whether the claim got taken with AI. That's what my friend said. And I was like, oh, that is evil. That's like dystopian nightmare shit. At least with a human being, as cunty as these corporations can be, you can bargain or rationalize with them. You can argue, but you can't argue with AI. Oof, that's scary. That is scary. Supposedly 80 nukes disappeared from Ukraine over the last year or so. That's horrifying. Wake down. Where do you get your information, though? All your stuff sounds like crazy shit. I guess I should consider the source. Dirty bombs are bullshit deep state scare tactic. Are they? I guess, have they ever been used? I don't know. BlackRock manages $10 trillion in assets, something like 60% of companies. Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like, okay. You could probably trace, something I own, or you know what I mean? That's something I do. Foulball Productions is owned by BlackRock. You probably wouldn't even know. They're trying to get, yes, I've heard this one. They're trying to get people used to weird shit in the sky. I've heard that. They're laying the groundwork for the aliens. Yes. This Dollar General Project Blue Beam, inflation comes for us all in the end. All right, once again, crazy conspiracy headlines from Wake Down. Much appreciated. Research. This is the internet. Good point. And I have a microphone, so everything I say, just take it as 100% fact. Don't do any research. Don't follow up at all. It is strange. It is odd. The drones. There's I got something for you guys. This is great. This is awesome. Completely. I almost forgot about this. This is unrelated. Apropos of nothing, but really great. Okay, hold on.
Justin. Look at this faggot. Justin.
Wasn't there one from years ago? Yeah.
Communist fuck. Oh, have a good day.
Oh my god.
Look at this faggot.
Oh my god. So great.
Communist fuck. Oh, have a good day.
I think I need to make this into a drop.
Justin. Look at this faggot.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What do you mean I don't know you're still streaming? I know. What are you talking about? Because I'm watching these clips? Oh, you're saying I shouldn't put that on YouTube? I mean, whatever. It's funny. I don't care. That just makes me laugh. That is so goddamn funny. People do not like Justin Trudeau. He is not a very well-liked man at all. No, he isn't. Isn't that great, though? Oh, I'm owned by Black Pebble. Yeah, absolutely. I was trying to think of something funnier to say, and I came up with nothing, so then I just agreed with you. Nothing. Yes, alien weirdos are going off about the drones. Yes, I imagine Tom DeLonge has much to say about it. I'm sure he's got give you a minute, send a link. All right, you're sending it on Twitter, on x.com. Bosniak, what's up, Doggy? Ukraine doesn't have any nukes. All the nukes they had while part of the Soviet Union were disarmed and returned to Russia in 1994. Yep, I mean, I have no way to know whether you are right or Wakedown is right. Yours sounds better. Wakedown sounds like wacky conspiracy theory, but I don't know. I have no idea what's true. Exactly, there aren't Ukrainian nukes. They were being dismantled there. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Sentient Diddle, they had to give him away after the Budapest Accord. He would know. He's closest. I'm sure he cries himself to sleep on his bed of money. Is that Trudeau? Yeah, but it's kind of funny, though, dude. Someone, like a dude just clowns you. That guy looks young. He's like 23. He just runs, like pauses, looks at the camera. Oh, what is this thing? That's awesome. That is fun stuff. All right. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about the Apple Intelligence. So the iPhone has this Apple Intelligence thing. It doesn't sound like it has any use at all. I'm a little, like, over AI. The memes are coming out really fire. The AI memes are great. Like Trump tweeting out the Chris Christie drone with the McDonald's. Brilliant. That was amazing. Memes are getting really good. Other than that, though, I use Grok on Twitter sometimes just for, certain questions or whatever, but it's not all that helpful. The image generation is great. I use the maybe I should use it for my thumbnails. I don't know. I don't even know what to do. I need to study how to make thumbnails. I really don't. I just do what I think is best, and it's not working. It's not working. But anyway, so yeah, I use it for image generation for my videos or whatever to make like backgrounds and stuff like that. And the iPhone Intelligence came out, and I don't. As near as I could tell, it really doesn't have any. It doesn't really have any like value to it. Like I looked at kind of like I got a new iPhone. I got this 16 because I was eligible for an upgrade, and they were giving them away. I didn't have to pay anything for that phone. I just traded in my old iPhone, I guess it was 13, in great condition. And they gave me a 16 for free. Brand new phone, all good. So it has all these new features on it. And I don't use them. I don't know what the value of them is. I don't really see the point. Like They're all supposed to be so innovative. I don't really see anything in it. So this is from 9 to 5 Mac. Boy, oh boy, that's a dork who runs that website, huh? 9 to 5. That's all you talk about is Mac stuff. Okay. By Ben Lovejoy. This was made today. A new survey suggests that Apple Intelligence matters to iPhone buyers, but the majority say that the initial features add little to no value. It remains to be seen whether Genmoji... Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. You can make your own emojis. Okay. You know, I might use it once. Maybe. As a goof, probably. Sentient dildo. You know what they say, if a product is free, then you didn't pay for it. That is the saying. I guess it comes with ChatGPT. It's integrated ChatGPT. Okay. I mean, I guess some people use it. It can be sick. You can kind of go down like a rabbit hole with it. And I think if you just kind of use it as like a search engine kind of thing. But I don't really trust them. You know, Google uses a version of AI when you do a Google search, and it's not good at it. You'll Google something, ask it a question, and then it'll say this, and then the next article down it'll contradict that answer. And you're like, all right, this is worthless. iPhone users showed a relatively higher interest in mobile AI than Samsung users, at almost half. Fascinating statistic. By all means, spend time compiling that information. I guess maybe if you work for Apple, it's good to know. I don't know. So what they've seen so far doesn't impress. So it has writing tools, notification summaries. I looked into that. That was like, it basically is like if you get multiple notifications from the same app, it just kind of summarizes it for you. It's like, okay, thank you. Thanks, I guess. Okay. I don't know how valuable that is. Priority messages. Okay, clean up photos. Now that's cleaning up the photo itself. That feature's supposed to be quite good, actually. That I don't know anything about, but that's supposed to be cool. Smart reply in mails and messages. Like, as much as that stuff exists, like, I don't know how much I'd want to trust it. Like, smart reply, like, what if it just says something ridiculous to someone that I didn't want them to say something ridiculous to? I don't know. I think there's certain things you can't do. Sentient dildo. You said you want to get a new iPhone just to make a funny mustache man emoji. That'd be pretty hilarious. But I don't know if you can do that because I think there's certain limitations on what it will make. Apparently, I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? I don't know. Anyway, it has been hyped up with that Apple Intelligence, and I don't see the value. You know, if it's the kind of thing where like it's almost truly intelligent and it can kind of like go through my emails for me and be like, hey, this thing came up, your mom messaged you, because I get so many emails I lose track. I've I don't know, 4 accounts or something like that, and I just it's 10,000 unread emails in there. I just scroll it and you lose track of stuff. I don't even check emails. I just search to see like which ones are, if it's a receipt or something I need. I don't. But if it could like go through my emails and tell me which ones are valuable, that'd be cool. Or if it could just go through it and be like, oh, you've never opened an email from this sender from this company. Will you just like me to unsubscribe and delete? It's like, yeah, that'd be great. Stuff like that, I think, if it gets to that point, would be really helpful. But it's kind of just like ChatGPT. Like, oh, that's neat, and I'll probably never use it. And that's where we're going to end it, guys, with that searing bit of insight on the modern tech world. Okay? Take that one with you. You can use it. If you guys are streamers, you can use it on a stream if you want. You don't even have to credit me. That's how generous I am. Giving away all this ease. More convenience. Yes, convenience will be the downfall of humanity. It makes us all fucking little Karen-y bitches. It does. It happens to me. It happens to everybody. When things don't happen instantly, we're like, what the fuck? What is this shit? God damn it. Yeah, it's really not good. Convenience is bad. Bad for humanity. You know what else is bad for humanity? Not subscribing to this channel. That is bad for humanity. I pushed it up over 1,800. Oh, I have been at 1770 something for what feels like 3 years. And all of a sudden, I get a little push and I break that barrier, that invisible glass ceiling that had been hovering over my head. Destroyed. Thank you for all of you who supported that. And you can subscribe to this channel unless you hate humanity. You can also subscribe to me on Rumble and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. And you can get this podcast on audio version anywhere you get podcasts. That's right, iTunes, Spotify, all that good shit. And I encourage you to do so. And leave me a 5-star review while you're there. Sentient Dildo, unsubscribed. Oh, man. Oh, man, it's sad. That, you know what? If you don't do any of that, that's okay. I appreciate that you were here for any length of time, especially all the way at the end of this stream. That means a lot to me. It means a whole lot to me. Be on the lookout for a new sketch. If you're from Europe, I'm making fun of you. Sorry, Sentient Dildo. It's really more about Western Europe, though, so don't take it too personally. But I'm going to take off. You guys, it's been joyous. It's been a marvelous occasion, and I had an absolute ball. And I appreciate that you were here. And I will see you guys on the flip side. I'll see you, next week. Next week I'm flying. I might have to do like a weekend stream to make up for it. Maybe I'll do that. Probably Saturday? Maybe Friday? I'll figure it out. I'll do another stream before I go home for the holidays. All right, y'all. You have a great time. I'll see you all on the flip side. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Yeah, boy!